Now growth is not inherent.
Welcome guys, welcome to this video. So in the previous videos we saw how we can create the login system, and we created this login system. When we put the values we get the home and log out. When we go to home we get the username welcome John. So in this video what I want to do, I want to include update, so the user can update straight away his details, can add up image to his account, and that's what we want to do in this. So first thing first, we need to add a profile update button here, or user area, something like that. So what I do, I go into code editor, and here if you have the files for this project, then you can see inside includes. Otherwise you can download these files. The link is in the description. So I go inside include. Here we have navigation, and in navigation I'm checking here if user session is not set, then we are saying log in and register. That means user is not logged in, then we are showing these pages, and else we are showing the log out. So what I can do here, I can copy this and create right here another page, so when the user is logged in. So what we can do here, I say user profile. Now we need to create a page for this user profile.php, and I'm going to create it under pages. So I go here and I'm going to create a page.php, and we add it here. Now for the main content, the way we want to show it, we can copy the content from any of these pages. So I'm just going to copy from login and I'm going to paste in user profile. Now we don't want similar form, we want to change everything here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first of all remove some of the code what is not needed here. So in this PHP we are checking the errors, so this is not required by us. This row, and we will be putting content inside it. So navigation we required the DB and the bootstrap. Here we are going to put the forms, so we are going to create our custom form for updating user. So I'm going to save it now, and I'm going to save it here, and I'm going to go there and I refresh the page. We have user profile. Now when I click here, we go to the page, we have navigation on top, so that's good. Now here if I say and save and go here and refresh, we get user profile. So Daveco MD6, and I'm going to put this form inside it. Now form, I'm going to have some fields. So first of all I'm going to say Dave, and it's going to be class of form group, and inside it input with the class of form control. Now don't worry too much about the bootstrap classes, it's just for styling, and I just want the application to look a bit good. So we will see what else we need here. We want value, so that user can see currently what value there is. So it's going to be the username. So we can say name is equal to, we can say their update name maybe. So update username. And similarly, we can have more fields. We might want a file, so we can give it the name user image. Now we also have user email, so put on top there. So it's going to be type email and user email. Alright, here we don't need value, we can remove it. And for the name and email we need to pass the value. So now if I go to browser and refresh, we have our form, but it's coming in left side. I want it in the middle, so I'm going to give it offset of 3, so it should be centered. Now if I go here and refresh, we have it centered. Now let's get the data, and we need a button as well. Let me add the button first. So I go here and we're going to copy this again, and here it's going to be type submit, and it's going to be name. Let's give it update, and value going to be update. Alright, save this, go to browser, refresh the page, we have update. Okay, let's get the data now. So here we need to run a PHP code for that. So what I want to do, I want to put PHP starting tag here, where SQL is equal to query. Now I'm going to say here select all from users, because we need the data from users table, and we want where, and we need to get data for this user. So if I go here, we have currently I only have one user where so we currently if you notice, if in the application if I go to home, we see welcome John, so John is coming from session. So if I go index.php, and we are showing it using this session. So session can be used on every page, so I can go here in user profile and we can use that. Now we already have header on top, which is starting the session, so we can get here where in the query we will say where user underscore name is the name. So let's do that. So I say here user underscore name is equal to, and we're going to pass the session. So we are getting this quotes problem. What I can do is simply get this here, and I say here $current user is equal to this user, and this variable we can pass it without any problem in this quotes. It goes just fine. Now that's dollar required, so dollar goes there. Now we need to pass into MySQL query, and there we want to pass database connection. So I say connection, comma, and we need to pass $SQL. Alright, so I missed the okay, that's fine. I'm going to say here got inputs. I'm simply gonna see the values straight away. So I say here if, and we want this variable here, so I'm just gonna copy this, and we're going to go inside it. Then if I'm going to say mysqli underscore num underscore rows, and I want to put the variable again is more than 0. Alright, we want to loop through while $row is equal to mysqli underscore fetch underscore array, and I will again pass the variable, and this time we should get the data. So here I say print underscore r, and I want to see what we have in row, so I just put that there. I save this code, we go to the browser, and I refresh user profile. Now we can see that we have the detail printed here. So if I want to print the username, I need to get the username simply like this. User, see again, the browser, yeah, user underscore name. We have email and password and created data ID. We're getting everything. So what I'm gonna do here is simply gonna refresh the page. We have John. So I'm going to comment this one here. I'm going to end the PHP tag, start the PHP tag, and we're going to get all these divs. Now we are going to put it inside here. But we are putting it inside loop, but the thing is, it's loop going to run only once because only one user data we are getting. Now what we can do, this username we can provide here, this username. So this is going to work. So now to print this username, if I go to the browser currently and refresh, it is printing like this. To print it, we need to include the PHP tags again. Now inside value you can put PHP tags like this. Now you need to do echo to display the name, like we did the print R here. The same way we need to do echo here. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to copy this to here because we have user email, so it's the name of email. We do not have image currently, so we will add image. So if I go to the browser and refresh, you can see that we have username showing up, email showing up, so user can update. Let's add a title here. So I go to here and I say HR information or anything, whatever you want to say or call it. So update user information, and we have it like this. So it looks good. Now let's work with the image we need to upload.
And our goal is not in her.